arco de piedra. Bueno, vamos a hacer esto. Luego haremos, si completamos esto, que no sé qué largo será, pero si completamos esto haremos lo de Siora y ya después haremos lo otro. Uy, perdón. Lo que tengo muy claro que si vuelvo a hacer lo de magia, no me voy a poner 2 puntos de fuerza como tenía y me voy a, ni agilidad, vamos, y me pondré poder mental, voluntad y en todo caso constitución, aunque con la armadura, una armadura como la que llevo sí requiere constitución, ¿verdad? La que llevo ahora mismo 3, no es ni siquiera lo más exagerado. Pero con la toga de tier que lleva Siora, una de ese estilo, me iba bastante bien. Por favor. Por favor. Vale. Justo aquí, vale. Aquí, ¿no?
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established. It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Onegad and your cousin survived the fight. Search the area. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what happened here.
¿Qué te parece examinar los cadáveres a ver cómo han muerto? No, no.
The tents are lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and animals were amongst the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of the presence of Constantine or Katasak. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Que no hay cuerpos. ¿Y eso qué es, por favor? Que está todavía caliente.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the area and taken this path followed by their assailants.
Que si hay pisadas por ahí. Joder, qué susto me ha dado, no me lo esperaba así de repente. Por Dios.
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. But there are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
Muy bien. Talento. Bueno, ahora mismo tengo uno de ciencia por Afra. Entiendo que lo más lógico sería meterte las habilidades que no te recompensan tus compañeros, que serían intuición y forzar cerradura, ¿vale? Porque las otras con 2 puntitos va sobrado. Y bueno, artesanía de momento no nos ha hecho mucha falta, pero bueno.
This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Katasak have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms?
Matarlo. Como el típico, ¿no? Acaba con mi dolor. Por favor. ¿Puedo? No me dejan.
The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly to the end. Neither Constantine nor Catazac are amongst them. The crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. Constantine and Catazac must have been visiting this place, perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened and many fell during the fight, but a group escaped down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Para allá, ¿no? Entonces. Y todo esto ya lo hice en su día. Bueno, lo hice, lo exploré, ¿no?
More tracks. Footprints. The ones who got away fled this way.
What? ¿Por qué está todo ardiendo, por Dios?
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
Okay. Aquí no se tira nada, ya sabes.
Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames. No signs of an explosion. Can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else?
¿Qué pasa? Aquí más aquí, ¿no? Okay.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only corpses of our own men. Where could these other soldiers have come from?
Okay.
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
No sé. A lo mejor el otro dijo que los llevaran, yo qué sé.
Footprints. Only a handful made it up here.
Mejor nada, ¿no? Nada de investigar, digo. Esto es una estatua, ¿no? Vale.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Catazac.
Tío, a mí que todos los ataques requieran adrenalina no me gusta, la verdad.
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. But what could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine. What have you gotten yourself into again? These vials look familiar. Catazac used the very same to stock his potions. He came all the way here. I'm going to pick them up.
Vale. Espérate la carta.
According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge be in some way linked to this attack? That makes no sense. Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Katazak definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual. But they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katazak.
A lo mejor se pensaron.
Unless he himself was behind it. He's a powerful Donegat.
What?
The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With
¿Cómo?
Constantine captive, he can now apply leverage to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think.
No me lo creo.
Regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. Perhaps we could return to Wenxavier in order to learn more. Katazak may have returned there. His Voglendike might be able to tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers participated in the combat. Or at least the end of it. They must have some stories to tell us.
And you think that they would have taken Constantine? Is that possible? Maybe he was in need of treatment. But if you suspect them to have participated in the combat to capture him, I think you're wasting your time. I know the captain of that outpost. A pessimistic man who would never order an attack without being absolutely certain of total victory without losses.
Perhaps. Unless he was simply obeying orders. It does belong to the Coin Guard, after all. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
¿Tengo que elegir una de las dos o...? ¿O qué? A ver, por proximidad voy a ir primero aquí, ¿vale? Pero... Espérate. Podemos ir directamente aquí. No es que esté acusando a unos o a otros. Además, la teoría esa de que Catasax o como se diga, ¿vale? Lo hiciera para capturar a Constantine no me cuadra, pero nada. La verdad. Pero bueno, que... qué sé, tío. Este juego hace cosas muy raras, ¿no? Por aquí, ¿no? ¡Hombre! Es que entiendo eso, que te quieren hacer, que te quieren dejar con la duda, ¿no? En plan de, ¿quién habrá sido? ¿Quién habrán sido esto? ¿Habrán sido lo otro? ¿Sabes? Que a lo mejor no han sido ninguno, ¿sabes? No lo descarto. Pero bueno. Se tira aquí en medio. Pero no sé, lo que dice la otra, es un sanador, es un... Y más, ¿cómo son esta gente? Si fuera del clan este, que son todo violentos, dices tú, pues venga ya, te lo compro. Pero... no sé, ¿no? No me cuadra a mí esto. Uy, perdón. Si llego a saber que esta misión es tan larga, pues lo hubiera dejado antes, pero bueno. De nuevo, solo venimos aquí a preguntar, ¿no? Pero...
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
De Sardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, milady?
I am looking for Constantine d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rat hole?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive, wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction?
Que no,
I hope
coño.
this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me,
Hombre,
I'm
es
taking
cauto
no
y además
more
es lo que...
unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Captain, my name is Afra. You might remember me.
Es cauto
I
y
passed by this
lleva semanas sin
outpost with my fellow
suministro.
scholars.
The Lost Expedition. Yes, I remember.
Her Excellency was able to extract us from the situation we found ourselves in.
Her Excellency has powers that I do not possess.
I'm casting no stones at you. You are isolated
eso.
and without resources, and understandably a bit angry. You have the feeling that the powerful of this world have abandoned you, and you want to make them pay. But a life hangs in the balance. We must save him.
You were right. I will tell you everything I know. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor. Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I am sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Concerning the young man...
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? This boy will not... Anything else?
Perdona,
I need
compañero.
to-
Que me enfade, coño. Veo, Buenas tardes.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
Relaja,
I
señora.
know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Poción soberana. Pues... No No sé si voy a poder, ¿eh? Con el nivel de ciencia que tengo. No, pues ciencia 1. Compañía de Belladona, ¿eh? Ah, dame otra, anda. Entiendo que es por historia, no te van a hacer ciencia 3, pero yo qué sé. ¿O qué?
Were you able to concoct the...
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of this.
Vale.
We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
Muy bien. Pues nada. Buenas tardes. No hay aquí. Pues a bajar otra vez.
Good day, Captain.
Excellency.
Concerning...
Did you see the nurse?
Yes, and we'll do all...
Thank you. Anything else?
No.
I need...
Pues nada. Que... Y ahora que lo pienso, ¿no teníamos una armadura que no requería constitución? Que es la que estábamos usando antes, pero la cambié por esta que tiene más armadura. ¿Verdad? Creo que sí. Pero qué ridículo que te hagan hacer esto, tío. O sea, déjame, vale. ¿Quieres esperar? Sí, venga, pues ya está. Ya ha pasado el día. Vale. Esta es, ¿no? Ah, no. Pues nada. A ver, hombre, un poco de curiosidad sí que tengo de ver cómo han resuelto esto. Ya, porque, a ver, ya al principio estaba eso de que Constantine ha salido y han desaparecido y dice, ¿what? Pero que el otro lo haya sacado, pues tiene sentido, ¿no? Hasta cierto punto. Pero bueno, yo que sé, que así de repente me voy y vuelvo. Claro que, a ver, pasan días, ¿no? Desde que nos vamos, pero... Tú sigue que algún día saldrás de ahí, no te preocupes. Buenas tardes. Y...
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantine Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes. It's best I leave you now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
¿Veis? Ahora ya no puedo ir al otro lado. Pero bueno.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question your man, and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good woman, Excellency. Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Muy bien. Pues vale, a Darren. ¿Quién es Darren? ¿Es aquí o...? Ah, vale, sí, esta gente, claro, es verdad. Estamos en el mismo sitio. Vale, pues muy bien. Vale, vamos a hacer una cosa. Voy a buscar a los dos zorros, ya por coraje, ¿vale? Porque soy así de lamentable yo. Pero vamos a buscar a los dos zorros que me he dejado, tío. Uno ya sé dónde es, o dónde me habéis dicho. El otro más o menos me acuerdo, pero no muy bien. Algo de una encrucijada a la izquierda donde maté al primer zorro. Eso recuerdo, ¿eh? Ahí había un cofre, ¿verdad? Creo que requería 3 de eso. ¿Dónde era esto, por cierto? No me acuerdo. Era de los primeros sitios, ¿no? Era aquí, ¿verdad? Sí, era aquí. Lo siento, necesito hacer esto por mí. Pero que de nuevo, lo de los encargos me parece algo bastante ridículo, porque ya habéis visto que nada más que hemos encontrado un par de sitios donde hay encargos. Son muy meh y no aportan nada. Ah, pues no, aquí. Entonces, ¿dónde es? Ah, es aquí, claro. El campamento cercano a Bigi. Pone, espérate, acabo de leer la misión de historia esa que tenemos que hacer. Espérate. ¿No es más? Me resultan muy cortas las pantallas de carga, tío. Aún haciendo así. La verdad es que eso. Pero pone... espérate. Pone... Interroga... No, esto no es. Aquí. Interroga a Deirdre, Ulan o Dunkas. O sea que... Vale, donde maté al primero es aquí. A lo mejor me habéis dicho, donde me habéis dicho es por aquí. Pero bueno. Es decir, que probablemente solo pueda hablar con uno de ellos. Pero si tenemos en cuenta que tengo buena reputación con los insulares en general y que he hecho misiones favoreciendo a todos ellos, salvo la misión de Derdre, ¿no? Que es la que teníamos que ir a destruir el campamento de inquisidores aquel, ¿se acordáis? Tiene que ser por aquí. Seguro, pero bueno. Que en vez de ir con Derdre y su gente, fuimos con las tropas de la Cardenal, o sea, es que tiene todo el sentido del mundo, pero bueno. Esto me dijisteis que era por aquí. Míralo. ¿Dónde está? Míralo ahí. Cómo se mopa venir. Puta casa. ¿Esto qué? ¿Qué movimiento más innecesario de cámara, por Dios? Vale, y el otro, creo que me habéis dicho por aquí. Asumo que por aquí. O quizá... Vamos a ir desde este camino, ¿vale? Y si me lo quito en medio, pues... Ahora es que yo en el momento, claro, como animales te hacen spawn de forma completamente aleatoria. Yo cuando me dieron esta misión pensé, bueno, pues será que irán apareciendo y simplemente hay que matarlos, ya está, ¿no? No me... No me esperaba que estuvieran en zonas concretas puestos, vamos. Pero vale. Por aquí, ¿verdad? Claro que sí. De poción de salud, bien, ¿eh? Sí. Por favor. No había más por aquí. Muy bien. Os juraría que me habéis dicho encrucijada, pero no me hagáis mucho caso. Buah, qué bien, ¿eh? Aquí no va a estar, pero va. A tu casa. A ver... Puede ser aquí, ¿eh? A ver, me dijiste a la izquierda de donde maté el primero, que estaba aquí. Pues yo por eso he venido por este camino. Pero bueno. También puede ser aquí abajo. Que la izquierda es algo muy relativo, ¿sabes? esperaba algún ataque. Algún ataque más físico, tío, en esto de habilidades. No es que la única habilidad que hay es un bufo. No tiene mucho sentido, la verdad. Pero bueno. Hombre, entiendo que aquí no va a estar en el... Pero bueno. Es igual, porque como quería venir aquí igualmente para hacer esta misión, ¿sabéis? Oh, madre mía, de una patada lo he matado, Ya, ok. Madre mía. Pues esta gente me lo deja en su día, Por aquí, ¿no? No parece que está por aquí, Maravilloso. Pues no lo sé. Madre mía, qué pesado soy, por Dios. ¿Sí? Por favor. Por favor. Vale, puede ser por aquí. Vamos a hacer una cosa. Vamos a bajar hasta aquí, ¿vale? Y si lo encuentro, lo encuentro. Y si no, pues yo qué sé. Esto sí que tiene que ir. ¡Ah! Pero que no vayas para allá. Por Dios. No. Venga. ¡Míralo! Ah, este no es. Este no cuenta. Este no cuenta, ¿no? Tiene que ser el otro. Tú vete a tomar por culo, tío. Macho, yo qué sé, tío. Pues vale, pues nada, pues muy bien, pues de acuerdo, pues para ti. La perra gorda, aquí yo qué sé. Vale, estoy volviendo. Aquí hay un camino, ¿no? No parece. hacen daño, tío. Que sí, que son de nivel bajo estos bichos. Porque esta zona es del principio, pero vamos. Mola este arma, tío. Aunque la otra cuchilla esa que había también mola. El que era un Nodachi, para que nos entendamos. También molaba, yo sabía que este me iba a costar más encontrarlo, seguro. Pero bueno. El otro es que me lo dijiste muy claro. Estaba ahí por la entrada secreta al campamento. Pero este ya sabía yo que a mí no me había quedado muy claro. Pero bueno. Que me tendré que haber contado el que he matado antes, pero vale. Va a ser que no. Así no es, ¿no? Me es pasando. Muy bien. A ver. Hace años que no vengo yo por aquí. Tiene cosas guachis. Gran hacha doble de obsidiana, pero esto es de... Gran aguja. No tiene gran cosa. No está mal, pero bueno. Máscara de espíritu. Maravilloso. Bueno. Lo vamos a dejar por aquí, ¿vale? Que creo que ya llevo bastante, demasiado. A ver cuánto llevo. 1 hora y 20. Pues lo mismo hago 2 vídeos otra vez. Ya sabéis. Porque tenemos ahí varias misiones diferentes que creo que podemos diferenciar. Y ya está. Lo dicho, lo dejamos por aquí. Voy a grabar la partida y después se me olvida. En fin, espero que os haya gustado el vídeo. Un saludo a todos, muchas gracias. Y nos vemos en el próximo.